seems like every enthusiast this year has made a video saying Galactica will close at Alton Towers. And a lot of people seem to be really sure that it's going to happen, but I honestly don't think it will. Let's discuss this. First, we need to consider the public's opinion. Because whilst as enthusiasts may not be a huge fan of Galactica at its current state, the public do actually enjoy it. And it's something I was surprised about when I started to make videos on Galactica from YouTube and TikTok. The comments are really positive about the ride. I can't say I necessarily disagree with them either, because overall there really isn't much wrong with the coaster. Yes, it needs a repaint. Yes, it needs cleaning up. Yes, it needs incorporated into the Phalanx and Nemesis storyline. However, there really isn't really much wrong. It's not a bad ride. And at the end of the day, you may disagree with the public's opinion. However, they make up a big majority of the income theme parks and Alton Towers get, and their opinion does matter. So I think just saying they're going to remove a quite popular ride with the public is just complete delusions, and it isn't going to happen that way. The other rides that you can clearly see are more unpopular, such as Rita. I've not even ridden it this year, by the way. And I've been here to Alton Towers countless times. But rides like Rita and other rides which are less popular than Galactica, they should really think about that. And they probably are before getting rid of Galactica. You also need to factor in the cost of removing the ride as well. It's not free. You can't just remove a coaster, design a coaster and put one in. It's not free to do. And they have to consider how they're going to spend their budget over the next couple of years, because that's how business works. There's all sorts of problems which could happen. When they design the coaster, if they do accept the design, they may have to get planning permission, because if there's a couple of trees around there and if they have to move one or two, then we all know how difficult the neighbours can be. Would the roller coaster restaurant get in the way? Possibly. It's a building right next to the ride, and it could cause a problem. You've also got to think about the hotel entrance. While this is not necessarily a big deal, it is right there, and the coaster does currently go right above it. So could I see a repaint? Yes. Could I see a clean up? 100%. Could I see a retheme? Hopefully. And yes, I could. And I think they probably are thinking about it. Your other problems are rides such as Oblivion, which are getting close to that 3-decade mark. It is a prototype coaster as well. And you do have to think tracks eventually do need replacing. For example, Oblivion isn't just simple as retracking. They have that entire tunnel section. And whilst Oblivion right now is running, well, it seems perfectly, at some point it will need to be retracked. And businesses look over the next few years, where are they going to be investing? And that probably, I'd imagine, over the next 5 years, maybe more, is on their list of priorities. You've also got Project Horizon coming, which is going to take a large majority of the cost with an entire new coaster. So I just don't see them working on that and also working on a brand new coaster to replace Galactica. Especially when an investment in flat rides, in my opinion, is way more important and should take way bigger of a priority over the next season or two. And when they've done that, maybe then look at investing in other things. However, when you've got rides such as Heck still not open, your flat rides are in desperate need to be in the park. Now, I don't think all the issues I've listed are a problem. Again, the people who work at Alton Towers are incredibly talented, and I think they could easily replace Galactica and put a new coaster there. However, when you think about priorities in the theme park, it probably isn't on the top of the list, and it shouldn't be either. I've already mentioned the public love it. I don't mind it. There's other enthusiasts that don't mind it. It's only really a minority that has such a big problem and wants something major. This year, I've made a video nearly at 4K views talking about an in-depth retheme to Galactica, how to incorporate it into the Nemesis and Phalanx storyline. I think if they do a really good job of retheming, the cause for getting rid of Galactica will probably disappear. In my opinion, I'd be looking at the Dark Forest as my next major investment after Project Horizon. Again, this isn't a video about how to improve Alton Towers. It's just my opinion on where I think investment should be going to. Rides such as Rita, really showing the age. It's outdated. The launch isn't great. And whilst it may have, again, a good portion of the public that like it, it really isn't too great, to be honest, and it would not be missed. Overall, over the winter break, would I love to see them maybe repainting it and bringing it into the Nemesis storyline? Absolutely, 100%. And if they did a really good job of retheming, spent a decent amount of money there, cheaper than a new coaster, I would love it. I think most people would as well. Maybe a name change is a possibility, especially with the retheme. However, there are definitely bigger priorities and bigger fish to fry at the park. Now you've heard my thoughts of why I don't think Galactica will be going anytime soon. Please leave your comments if you disagree. I'm totally okay with that. Leave your thoughts down below. It'd be nice to have a discussion with some people about Galactica, about what they think should be done to the coaster, or maybe what they think is upcoming for the ride over the next couple of years. Now, thank you all for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to subscribe and like this video. We've got loads of Scarefest news to be talking about over the next few months, and Oktoberfest. That's my next trip to Alton Towers is Oktoberfest, so I can't wait to bring you some content from that event. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.